Yeah, I got it. Go ahead. Y'all go ahead and get started. Let me grab my,
Yeah, go ahead and do what you got to do. Get your glasses on. You gotta get your glasses on.
you know, looking for my,
Alright. Yeah, go ahead and do what you got to do.
I did.
Yeah,
No, I
you
got
good.
him. I got him.
Okay, good. Alright.
Let's go.
Go ahead and get started. Yeah, we live.
Okay.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, we the Hebrew Israelites, we come out here week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of the daughter of Babylon and to preach the good news, meaning the gospel, to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. And as always, before we get started, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash, and double honors to the head apostles / elder bishops of the great millstone who teach and who rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to all you sincere Akim. Keep pushing, keep believing, and keep the faith, regardless of what people hear or whether they forbear. As continuation of the El Paso lesson that we did down in El Paso early this morning. All right, it's gonna be part 2, going into persecution. I ain't being ready, you know, to flee persecution, man. And that's what's coming down the pipeline. Okay, you know, the Lord spoke about this. We're gonna start off in Luke the 21st chapter. We'll start off there. You know, the Lord, He spoke about this. It happened before time in 70 AD, okay, but it's also going to happen again in this time. All right, a lot of these prophecies are double prophecies. All right, so we're going to start once again in Luke, the 21st chapter. And if a brother could, go ahead and start at verse. Go ahead and start at verse 7.
All right, St. Luke chapter 21 and verse 7. It says, and they asked him, saying, Master, but when shall these things be? And what sign will there be when these things shall come to pass?
All right, so this is the disciples. Okay, they were inquiring of Yahweh Shai. They were saying, when are these things going to be? When is this world going to come to an end? All right.
Verse 8 says, and he said, take heed that ye be not deceived. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and the time draweth near. Go ye not, therefore, after them.
All right. Yeah, he said, be not deceived. Okay, and you have that happening now. You got many people around the world saying that they're the anointed. All right, saying that they're the Messiah. Okay, or there ain't gonna be no Messiah. All right, but we know, we believe in the Word. We believe in the second coming. All right, that when the Lord comes back, that His coming shall be as the lightning from the east to the west. Everyone's gonna see it. It's not gonna be some secret. All right.
Verse 9 says, but when ye shall hear wars and commotions, be not terrified. For these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by.
All right, wars and commotions, okay, and we see that, you know, uprising against the government, all right, you know, civil war, okay, sedition, tension at an all-time high, and people are more divided than ever, all right.
Verse 10 says, then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom.
Right, okay, nation shall rise against nation, all right, east versus west, okay, Russia versus America, Jacob versus Esau, all right? These are the signs of the coming of the end, man. Okay, once again, tension is at a higher time, is at an all-time high right about now, all right?
Yep, you can expound on that in terms of the commotions, dealing with the rumors of wars. You know, it just came out recently that reported on behalf of NBC News that Iran is throwing their support behind Bashar al-Assad of Syria as rebels expand their shock offensive in Syria. It was reported earlier, like I mentioned earlier, how it's been reported that Turkey has sent militants to the gates of Syria. Now, Turkey is currently a NATO ally of America, Babylon the Great. So now you have Iran backing Syria against America and NATO, including Turkey currently, but we know that Turkey, according to the prophecy in Ezekiel 38 chapter, is going to side with Russia. All right, so Iran is officially backing Syria because Amalek, okay, and the Edomites of America have been looking to eliminate Bashar al-Assad of Syria for some time now. And that's why back in 2017, when Trump was the president, they attacked Syria with white phosphorus bombs. All right, so they've been because Syria is another part of those 7 countries in the so-called Middle East that Amalek wants to take over. They're part of this satanic NWO agenda. All right. So that's just another sign, okay, of division amongst these nations, going into these rumors of wars.
Right.
All right.
But now get Luke 12 and 51. For sure.
All right, this is back in St. Luke 21:11, and it says, "And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines, and pestilences, and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heaven."
Right, and great signs shall there be from heaven. We just had 4 UAPs, also known as UFOs, hover over Capitol Hill, all right, in Washington, D.C. Okay, the Lord is making his presence known with the angels, making it known that, you know, his second coming is coming very soon. All right, and this moment has been anticipated for thousands of years by all the holy prophets, all right, and we're lucky enough to be able to see it. All right, Yahweh Raptisa would be that number that makes it all the way through to the end. All right.
Verse 12 says, "But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake."
Right. So he said they're going to lay their hands on you. All right. Okay, we read about that in, 2nd Ezra 16th chapter. They're going to be, grabbing you up, a great insurrection upon them that fear the Lord. Okay, because this gospel is raising up a huge commotion throughout the 4 corners of the earth. All right, brother, now you get that scripture?
What was it? Luke 12 and
51.
Luke 12 and 51.
Matter of fact, start at 49, bro.
Luke 12 and 41.
49. And read it
49.
loud. Yeah.
I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already kindled?
All right, the Lord said, I come to send fire on the earth. Okay? Another scripture that says, I come not to bring peace but a sword. Okay, and what will I if it already be kindled? Okay, so we just read there's going to be, earthquakes in diverse places, famines, pestilence, all these different things. And the Lord said there's going to be destruction. He's coming to bring more destruction. He's coming to bring more fire, more chaos, more mayhem. All right, keep reading.
But I have a baptism to be baptized with, and how am I straitened till it be accomplished?
All right, keep reading.
Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth. Let me read that again. Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth. I tell you, nay, but rather division.
Right, so the Lord said, I didn't come to send peace on earth. Okay, he said, nay, I came to send a sword and division. All right, that's why they're going to be, grabbing up Jake, throwing you into the prisons, putting you before the governors and the rulers. Okay, it's going to be your own family that's turning you in these times. All right, keep reading.
For from henceforth there shall be 5 in one house divided, 3 against 2, and 2 against 3.
Right, the whole household going to be divided, man. Why? Because the Lord told you, I'm not coming to save all the Israelites. So the Israelites that are not a part of the elect, what are they going to do? They're going to bow down to the beast system. All right, they're going to join up with Esau, man. They're going to join hands with Esau, and they're going to turn you in to the authorities when that little bit of pressure and persecution comes. All right, keep reading.
For the father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father, the mother against the daughter, and the daughter against the mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law.
Right, so there's going to be, nobody in the house going to be agreeing, man. Okay, it's going to be chaos at all-time high, division. Okay, because that's what this truth does. This truth divides people. In Babylon the Great, they think that everybody's supposed to all come together in unity and all that kind of stuff and love. No, that's the crux of the New World Order. All right? No, the Lord, he's coming to bring division. Okay, he's coming to separate the sheep from the goats. Okay, he's coming to separate his true servants, all right, from those that are in the world. All right, so we'll go back, Luke chapter 21, and read that verse 12, and then I'll read this.
I got it. Luke 21 and 12.
You go bring it out.
Yeah, I'll keep reading it. St. Luke 21 and 12 says, "But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, deliver you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake."
Right, brother. Now give me Revelation 2 and 10. Okay, so he says that they're going to grab you up, deliver you into the prisons. All right, because Esau, he's already getting set up, a slander campaign to try to link us with all kind of different, domestic big T activities and all that. All right, this is part of that persecution, man, part of an uprising. All right, and they're trying to already set the stage to justify it. Right. All right, that's what Esau does. Okay, whenever Esau wants a threat deleted, all right, then he sets up a slander campaign, man. So all these things are getting ready to come, and the Lord, he said, beware of these. We already know what's coming. All right, go ahead and bring that out. Revelation 2 and 10.
Revelations 2 and 10. Fear none of those things which thou shouldst suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that you may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
Right. He said, for you shall have tribulation. Okay? He said, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Okay? So we don't got to worry about it, man. The Lord, he's going to make sure that his saints are taken care of in that day, man. He's going to bring that divine protection for his servants. All right? But these things are coming down the pipeline. Okay? But those who escape him, those who take heed of his faith and keep his commandments. All right? We keep reading on that Luke 21.
This is back in St. Luke 21 and 13. It says, and it shall turn to you for a testimony. Settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate before what ye shall answer. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist.
That's right. Okay, so the Lord, he's going to guide us in that day, man. He's going to take the will, and he's going to lead us into salvation in that day. How righteous are we be that number? That's of the elect. All right. I'm going to get a quick precept on that. Okay, because the Lord, that's how he does. He has certain men that he set up as his mouthpiece. All right, to speak his words unto the people. He's going to give us for a testimony against the Gentiles, man, against Esau and these heathen nations. All right, this is Exodus chapter 4 and verse 12. It says, now therefore, and go, and I will be with thy mouth, and teach thee what thou shalt say. Okay, the same way that, he went up, he had Moses go to ancient Pharaoh, all right, and he told him what to say. He pronounced judgment upon him. We're going to do the same thing. All right, we're pronouncing judgment upon Esau, Edom, and these different heathen nations, man. All right.
St. Luke 21 and 16 says, and he shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren, and kinsfolks and friends. And some of you shall they cause to be put to death.
Right, and that's what we read about in Luke 12. It's going to be 2 against 3, 3 against 2. Son and father, a father against son, mother against daughter, daughter against mother. This is the Lord, because this truth, it cuts people, man. It's not all sunshine and rainbows and all that other nonsense. Matter of fact, Brother Anand, give me Ezekiel 2 and 9. Okay, so yeah, people get offended when this word comes out. If they're not of the elect, it's going to cut them to the spirit. Right. Okay, they get offended when this word comes out. Because, like I said, it goes completely against your Western Babylonian programming. Of thinking that the Heavenly Father is all sunshine, rainbows, love and peace. So they think that what we're talking about, they think it's evil, they think it's wicked. But no, it's just the truth, 100% truth according to the Bible. Go ahead and break out Ezekiel 2 and start at verse 9.
Ezekiel 2 and 9. And when I looked, behold, a hand was sent unto me, and lo, a roll of a book was therein.
Yep, keep reading.
And it spread it before me. And it was written within and without, and there was written therein lamentations, mournings, and woe.
Yep. So the book was written. All right. The roll was spread there out before me. This is Ezekiel, the angel showing him pretty much the scriptures, and he said, before me it was written, lamentation and mourning and woe. Okay. Lamentation means to cry bitterly. All right. Mourning, sadness. All right, and woe, destruction. That's what's written in this Bible. So when you talk about that, people are going to think that you're evil, that you're wicked, because they're used to, they're looking for peace. That's what they want. They have itching ears. They want to hear about peace and love. They don't want to hear about Yahweh Shema Shai, about what he's really coming to do. Okay, I got a quick precept. St. Matthew, chapter 10, and verse 25. As a matter of fact, I started 24. It says, matter of fact, start at verse 22. It says, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth unto the end shall be saved. But when they persecute you in this city, flee ye into another. For verily I say unto you, ye shall not have gone over the cities of Israel till the Son of Man be come. It says, the disciple is not above his master, nor the servant above his Lord. It is enough for the disciple that he be as his master, and the servant as his Lord. If they have called the master of the house Beelzebub, okay, like the Lord of the Flies, pretty much Satan, how much more shall they call them of his household? All right. So if they called Yahweh Shai, he was the most hated man on earth. Okay, and if we're coming in that same energy, that same stead, all right, in his image, then what are they going to do to us? They're going to hate us. If they called him Lord of the Flies, they called him the devil, they're going to do the same thing to us. Because we're not coming with the world-friendly doctrine. All right? We're adversarial to this society, to this world. Okay, you got precept?
Jeremiah chapter 5 and verse 14. It reads, "Wherefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, power of hosts, because ye speak this word, behold, I will make my words in thy mouth fire, and this people wood, and it shall devour them."
Woo! That's fire. You want to speak on that?
Yep. The word of the Lord is a quenching fire, man. All right? And it devours the people of this world as wood, all right, to be casted into that fire, all right, because, you know, everything in this world, all right, everything in this world is contrary to the doctrine, all right? And this doctrine forces people to be held accountable for the wickedness, all right? So like Yahushua said in St. John the 3rd chapter, the light, you know, the men love darkness because they hated the light, okay?
Yep.
And that's what this fire is, man. All right, this quenching fire. All right, it says somewhere in the Apocrypha. You know, we speak about that somewhere in the Apocrypha.
Yeah, I got a precept on that. That's a beautiful point.
Sirach 3:30. That's it. Okay. It really goes into that. You know, but you know, this see, that's a prime example. You know, Jake, Northern Kingdom, dude rode by on a motorbike and did the little you know, a little cross thing, that Roman Catholic shit.
He don't know what the hell
because
going
he's
on.
in darkness.
Yeah.
As if what we're doing is evil. Okay?
Well, he I think that he might think maybe we're Catholic or something. Who knows?
Could be, but
a lot of people come by with their crosses and their rosaries, and they
Right.
think that we're, you know, doing the same thing. That they think that this is some kind of pagan Christianity. But I got that precept you requested. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 3 and verse 30. It says, "Water will quench a flaming fire, and alms make an atonement for sins." Is that the one?
I think that's the one.
Okay.
That'll go into something. That's going to something else. But the point is, we're going back to that fire. You know, that fire consumes people. The fire of you know what I'm saying. The fire is a cleansing agent, and that's what the Holy Spirit is, man. It's a cleansing agent. But people don't want to be clean, man, because they love darkness. So when they hear something that forces them to be held accountable, you know, for their darkness, all right, iniquity, compound sin, it cuts them, like it says in what's that? Hebrews 4 and 12.
Yep.
Okay, you know how this sword is the word is a two-edged sword, man.
Yep.
All right, so if you wield this sword, all right, you can also be cut with it, man. If you're not right, if you have God in your spirit,
Right.
okay. So that's what this word is. It's a sword, okay, and it you know, it can only cleanse somebody if it can only cleanse somebody who wants to be cleansed, and for those who don't want to be cleansed, it's gonna be like a fire into them. It's gonna devour them, and that's what's gonna cause people to despise this gospel.
Yep.
That's why people get offended, mainly the wicked elite international crime banking families, and that's why it says in Isaiah 29:21, now how they, you know, you can get that real quick, Dr. Shaw.
What scripture?
Isaiah 29 and 21, and make us an offender of a word. Because, like it says in Hebrews 4 and 12, this word is like a sharper than a two-edged sword. All right, it cuts people, okay? It confounds people, all right, for living in error, for living in darkness, iniquity.
I got a precept.
Okay, hang on. I've been holding one too.
Oh, go ahead.
But I'm gonna get this what he called for. Isaiah 29 and 21. It says, I started at 20, if I may. "For the terrible one is brought to naught, and the scorner is consumed, and all that watch for iniquity are cut off."
Yep, they're consumed by this fire.
Yep.
The fire of this word. All right, go ahead.
It says that make a man an offender for a word, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate, and turn aside the jest for a thing of naught.
All right, and they're looking to turn aside the just, you know, the things that are just, you know, as things for naught, man. Okay,
Right,
like you know, it says in Proverbs 29 and 27. Okay, you know, roughly paraphrasing, you know, the righteous are an abomination to the wicked, you know, and vice versa. So
Right.
we're an abomination to the devil. All right, the devil, Esau, Edom. Okay, the self-proclaimed white man. Okay, who runs this world in error and darkness, iniquity. Okay, who's sensationalized and normalized wickedness, you know, as an iniquity. Okay, so we speak out against that. As it says in Isaiah 59 and 15, we make ourselves a prey automatically. That's part of the temptations that we are to battle, as it says in Sirach, the 2nd chapter, man. When we come out here, okay, Because we're fighting for righteousness, you know, pursuant to Psalm the 94th chapter. It's because we dare to stand in with boldness, okay, you know, for fighting for fighting for righteousness. Okay, we make ourselves a prey to the wicked, man, the wicked who runs this world. All right, you know. So if you remove your hands from the plow, you know, as if you know, as in an attempt, okay, to quell, you know, that persecution. All right, you're gonna make it worse for yourselves, man, because then you're gonna that hedge of protection is be removed from you, man.
Yep.
All right, because in just like in spiritual warfare, or you only have two sides, righteousness and wickedness. Just like in warfare in general, you only have two sides, man. So if you're not fighting for Yahweh Shem Shai, you're fighting for the devil, man. You're fighting for the spiritual demon Satan through his physical counterpart, the devil, man. Okay? So if you clicked on Israelite video, Esau has your IP address. There's no getting away from that. Okay? Go ahead. You got something?
I got something. I've been doing it for a while.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna let this guy go by. All right, so as he was saying, okay, this word, it cuts people and it exposes, all right? This is Isaiah 49 and verse 1. It says, "Listen, O isles, unto me, and hearken ye people from far. The Lord hath called me from the womb, from the bowels of my mother hath he made mention of my name. And he hath made my mouth like a sharp sword. In the shadow of his hand hath he hid me, and made me a polished shaft. In his quiver hath he hid me." All right, so he said he made our mouth like a sharp sword. All right, and in his quiver hath he hid me. The quiver is a place where you would hold arrows. Okay, so it's like we're arrows, you know, being shot at the wicked. Okay, our words, man. That's the reason why they want to persecute us. And you mentioned how, you know, people, they hate the light because it exposes them. All right, that next verse that I was reading in St. Matthew 10, I'm gonna get 25. I'm gonna start from there again, and then you get your piece into this. It says,
No, take your time.
"It is enough for the disciple that he be as his master, and the servant as his Lord. If they called the master of the house Beelzebub, how much more shall they call them of his household? Fear them not, therefore, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and hid that shall not be known." Okay, so they don't want to have their secrets exposed. That's why they hate us. That's nothing too. Even our very existence makes these Edomites angry, because we're a constant reminder of their wickedness. Okay, we're a constant reminder of how evil they really are. Every time they look at us, their bloody history flashes back in their mind. That's why they want to try to take it out of the history books and all that kind of stuff. And then 2/3 of our people, they've been indoctrinated to believe that Esau is actually the righteous, and that we're the ones that are in error. So when you speak out against them, 2/3 of our people will rise up against you as well. That's where the division comes from. Okay, hang on one second, a little bit more. It says, but the Lord said, Matthew 10 and 27, "What I tell you in darkness, that speak ye in light, and what ye hear in the ear, that preach ye upon the housetops. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell," which is the condition that's played out on earth. And like you said, you got people that have, they put the plow down, they turn away from preaching the word because they're afraid of upcoming persecution. When all you're doing is removing the protection of the Lord, you know, up off you, man. That's all you're doing, because you're going to be persecuted either way. All right, the Lord. Here's the thing, the Lord. I mean, not the Lord, but Esau is coming for all Israelites, whether you believe in this word or not, whether you preach or not. The difference is that those who did the will of the Lord, they're going to be protected in that day, and the rest are not. All right. You said you got to preach something?
Yo, this is
Brother, now been home. All right, go ahead and bring it out first.
Go ahead, Dr. Green.
Yeah, I'm gonna land back on explaining what you were saying. This is Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. It says, "Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors." That's what we're doing. We're standing bold, all right, in the face of wickedness, man, calling them out on their wickedness, man. All right, they're long, you know, the long generations of wickedness that they've been guilty of, gearing towards the righteous, man. Okay, you know, it says that's why here is Psalm 37 and 32. It says, "The wicked watcheth the righteous and seeketh to slay him." All right, so they know who the lost tribes of Israel are, man, and they've conspired various ways on how to destroy it, through eugenics, through GMOs in the food, all right, poison the water, contaminating the water with lead, mercury, all right, the air with aluminum through the chemtrails, all right, you know, contaminating minds of our women by weaponizing their minds against their true nature, okay, through feminism, okay, and there's various other ways, okay, that they've looked to destroy you. They sought out to destroy us, man. You know, through Section 8 housing, okay, so you know, and let alone you know, slavery, okay. This is Wisdom of Solomon 5:2 says, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of their salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. And it's going into the fear. So this is going into the fear, okay, of these people will have, that they will witness of the strangeness of the salvation of the elect being translated into the chariot, man. Okay, just like Enoch, okay, Elijah, and Yahushua himself, man. Okay. But these devils are afraid right now, okay? Because we have awakened, and that's why the elders, you know, tell the story every now and then where, you know, some Edomites, okay, approached, you know, one of the One West camps, okay, or one of the camps of the elders, okay, and asked them how did they figure this out? How did they figure this truth out, man? When they invested a lot of money, like millions upon millions of dollars, to keep this truth concealed from us. Okay, but it says in St. Matthew, the 24th chapter, St. Matthew 24:24, if it all be possible, you could deceive the very elect. All right?
You got a precept?
Yeah. Well, I was just going to mention that there were many prophets that has prophesied the same thing. Ezekiel, Isaiah, Hosea, Amos, Daniel. So they were all prophesying the same thing in the end of the world, these same prophecies. And I'll just go into one of them. This was the book of Daniel, and he was talking about the fourth beast. There were three beasts. For those of you who may be new and don't know who they are. So the first beast that destroyed Israel and was destroying Israel was Assyria, and then the second beast was Babylon.
No.
I'll take that back.
Babylon and Assyria were the first beast.
Okay.
Persians, the Medes.
First beast. That's right. Go ahead.
And the Greeks, and then the Romans.
That's right. And then it says the fourth beast here in Daniel 7 and 23, which is the fourth beast is the last beast before the end of the world. In Daniel 7 and 23, it says the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth, and shall tread it down and break it in pieces. And so we see that happening where this fourth beast, a daughter of Babylon, the United States of America, has that kind of power over the earth right now. So this is what Daniel was seeing way back in the prophecy that my two brothers here are talking about. And then it says, and the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise, and another shall rise after them, and he shall be diverse from the first, and he shall subdue 3 kings. 25th verse says, and he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until the time's time and a dividing of time. But the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion to consume and destroy it until the end. So this is what we're coming into right now in 2024. We have President Trump talking about if anybody speak against the Israelites, he's going to put them to death.
No, not the Israelites, the Israelis.
Israelis, I'm sorry. If anybody speaks against the Israelis, President Donald Trump said he's going to bring out the death penalty, but what he's really doing is protecting his money. It's not about God at all. It has nothing to do with God. He doesn't care about God. He cares about his money.
Really,
Yahweh.
What he's doing is he's protecting the interests of his handlers, of the wicked elite.
Of the wicked elite.
He's nothing but a puppet.
That's right. He's a puppet.
Yep. All these presidents are all puppets, man. Okay. So DJ Trump, Donald Duck, is a entertainer and a failed businessman. We had like 7 different bankruptcies. Okay, with no political experience except for the last 4 years of his first term as the commander in chief. Okay, but he's a nincompoop just like Kamala Harris, man. And they all get orders from up top. Okay, so but what's that decree you were talking about enacting?
The Alien and Sedition Act of 1798.
Alien and Sedition Act, right?
Exactly. So similar to what Nero Caesar did over 2,000 years ago during the pagan Roman Empire. Basically accusing Israelites. The authentic Israelites, not them Israelis, but the authentic Israelites, accusing them, of wickedness, crime and so forth. This devil, DJ Trump, Donald Duck, is looking to do the same thing because that's Nero Caesar reincarnated. Like it says in Ecclesiastes 1:9, there's nothing to do under the sun.
That's
okay?
right.
So that's why he's further pushing that vibration of accusing our brethren, as it says in Revelation 12 and 11. All right? Matter of fact, I'm bring that out.
Okay. All right.
All right. Revelation chapter 12 and verse 11. And it reads, and they overcame him, so like Revelation 12 and 10. It says, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now has come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of his anointed. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night. That's what they're constantly doing. They're accusing the Israelites day and night, like Hokab Malone. Okay, Hokab Malone, okay, just recently posted a video, okay, that he's getting ready to go live on today, entitled "Suspect Arrested While Watching an Israelite Video," and it says terrorist likes. It says terrorist likes Israelite vids. You see that? So, and that's why the brother GMS All Precept said, the brother that posted this clip said, we told you what he was about. It's in Hokab. So why the fuck you want to sit down with this guy, knowing what he's about? Okay, we're not ignorant of Satan devices, so it's not like we have to verbally hear out of Esau's mouth that he hates us, man. We understand it because we understand the prophecies. Yet you have wayward camps that are congregating with this devil, man. They're looking to make a buck. They're looking to merchandise off the truth. See, like Yahushua said, they have turned they have looked to make this word again of thieves, roughly paraphrasing. So that persecution is here. It's going to further manifest very soon. Okay, when it comes with that insurrection, and it says in 2nd Ezra 16 chapter.
Okay, yeah, okay. I'm going to go back to Luke 21. All right, start at verse 12.
Say Luke 21 and 12. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. And it shall turn to you for a testimony. Settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate before what ye shall answer. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. Verse 16, and ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren, and kinsfolks and friends. And some of you shall they cause to be put to death. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But there shall not a hair of your head perish. And that's why you have wayward camps also teaching against the name.
Right.
You see? Okay, there's no harm and no foul behind calling on the names of pagan gods, especially the pagan God, Jesus Christ. The name of the pagan God that has been used to put our people in subjection. That's why the elder Fatahar has coined Christianity, plantation Christianity. They're literally teaching our people in slavery, chattel slavery, Christianity under the branch of Roman Catholicism. Right. And that's what the conquistadors and the Spaniards came over here with, man.
Yep.
So it says in St. Luke 21:19, in your patience possess ye your souls. And when you shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is not.
And this is actually a prophecy of 70 AD.
Right.
All right, but the same thing is going to happen again. Okay, just want to say that.
Yep, it's going to because you got Khan. There's going to be 70 AD 2.0, and this time it's going to be worse, man. Because these devils have more advanced technology. Okay, they got AI, Android dogs with assault weapons, assault rifles, mounted on top of them. Okay, flamethrowers mounted on top of them. Okay, they got super soldiers where they're injecting these men with all kinds of serums, all kinds of madness. That's why that movie Universal Soldier came out with Jean-Claude Van Damme and Michael J. White, because it was predictive programming, man. Okay, then let alone their military. Okay, then the Gurga troops, man, the blue helmets. So they have a plethora of weapons. They're conspiring to use against our people, man, during Jacob's trouble. So it says in St. Luke 21:21, then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out, and let not them that are in the countries enter thereinto. For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. But woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. For there shall be great distress in the land, and wrath upon this people.
Yep.
Okay?
Right, because our people were going off back then, and they're still going off today. Like I said, these things happened before, but it's getting ready to happen again, man. All right, persecution. You know, Jacob's going to have to flee. You have to run. The only ones that are really going to escape are the elect in the time that we're coming into. All right?
And real quick, that's why in the precept, so Luke 21:23, Yahushua is prophesying to those who get woe to those who get stuck in those days. If you have children, okay, you're gonna have to flee. Right. You're still gonna have to flee, man. If you're an Israelite, and and much more woe to you if you're of the wicked, you have children. You know, as an Israelite, because you're not gonna have that hedge of protection, man. And that's why Yahushua said, don't weep for him, weep for yourselves. Roughly paraphrasing.
That's right.
It's that precept, St. Luke 23. Yup, St. Luke 23:28. Okay? He said, but Yahushua turning to them said, daughters of Jerusalem, weep not for me, but weep for yourselves and for your children. For behold, the days are coming in the which they shall say, blessed are the barren and the wombs that never bear, and the paps which never gave suck. You know, so so in other words, he's saying, hey, if you don't have children, you would be better off. But ultimately, if you're of the elect, Yahweh Shemashah can protect your children either way, man.
Right.
Okay?
Yep.
But the point of the matter is, that insurrection is coming towards all of us, including those who have children, man. Because just like in St. Matthew, the 2nd chapter, where King Herod, okay, sought out to murder every Israelite boy 2 years and below, he was really looking to destroy, eliminate Yahushua.
Trying to kill the anointed.
Yeah, he's trying to rewrite prophecy.
Yep.
And really, that's part of that, and that's another example of insurrection against the saints. And it's going to happen again, but they're going to come for all of us, man.
Yep. Same mindset they were in back then, the same mindset they're in today. All right, the devil ain't changed, man. All right, our people trusting in Esau. They think that Esau is their friend because maybe he gave you a job. Maybe he allows you to have a house and a car and all these things, and you're not on a plantation no more. But this devil still hates you. Okay, this devil still hates you, man. Make no mistake. All right, whether you Southern Kingdom or Northern Kingdom, it don't matter. Just because your skin is a little bit lighter, that means you're gonna be spared from the wrath, man. All right. So you could, brother, get that Luke 21 and skip down to verse 31.
St. Luke 21:31. It says, so likewise ye, when ye see these things come to pass, know ye that the kingdom of the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, is nigh at hand. Verily I say to you, this generation shall not pass away, till all be fulfilled. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. And take heed to yourselves. It's like here. Let me speak on that. When it said heaven and earth shall pass away, it's talking about Esau's heaven. It says in 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter. Because in Ecclesiastes 1:4, it says the earth abideth forever, meaning this entire earth is not going to be destroyed, man. You know, so the whole Big Bang Theory madness that Esau is taught in his scholastic fool systems, okay, his institutions of indoctrination is madness, okay, and unbiblical.
Anything to try to discredit Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
All right, that's all it comes down to.
Yep. St. Luke 21:34 says, and take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life. And so that day come upon you unawares.
Right, exactly. Because the day of the Lord is going to come as a thief in the night. All right, so you got to take heed to yourselves. I mean, you got to be watching what's going on, watching how you're moving. All right, so then when that day comes, you're not caught with your pants down, so to speak. Okay, because that's how most Israelites, that's the situation they're going to find themselves in. Okay, brother, give me Isaiah 33. We'll get to that in a minute. Isaiah 33, go ahead and keep it.
Verse 35 says, for as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. Okay? You know?
Yeah, and I want to say something on that as well. Because people will say, oh, that happened already. Well, did that happen? It said a snare shall come upon all of them that dwell on the face of the earth. No, that's how you know this is double prophecy. 70 AD did happen, but the Great Tribulation is for today's time. Okay? Because you got bug-outs trying to say ain't going to be no Great Tribulation. At one time, Bishop Nate was saying that.
Right. And that Benjamite, the older Benjamite gentleman, back in the spiritual realm, like it says in that old Benjamite that cut Nate some years ago, back around 2017, pressed Nate on Nate's false breakdown on Daniel 12:1. Okay, you know, going into that persecution, man. Okay, where Nate, you know, suggested that, you know, it wasn't going to be like that. Okay, but now he changed his tune.
Right.
You see that? Because like it says in, you know, it's that Proverbs.
How does it go?
Proverbs is Proverbs 9:8, is it? It says,
meddle not with a man is
right,
to change.
right. You know. So hey man, because a double-minded man is stable in all his ways. But case in point, you know that tribulation going to happen, as it says in St. Matthew 24:29. And that hasn't happened yet, man. Okay.
No.
So
get that next verse.
Yep. This is
30.
Yep. And there's another one too. To line back on that precept, Revelation 3:10 says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. And that's going to come during that time where Esau makes that chip, that MOTB grain and rice device mandatory, man, to mark of the beast. Okay, that hasn't happened yet, man.
Right.
So going back to St. Luke 21:36, it says, watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man.
Right. Watch ye therefore and pray always. Okay, see, like I said, you don't want to be caught with your pants down in that day. I pray always, and you know, do the works of the Lord. Okay, because that's like you're building up a spiritual bank account. You're gonna need to pull from that in that day, man. All right, I got a quick precept as well. This is Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 4, verse 28. It says, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. All right, so you got to strive for the truth, which is this word, unto death. All right, meaning when that time comes for persecution, all right, you got to keep pushing. You can't back down no matter what. You got to endure hardness. All the things that are going to come our way. All right, some of us are going to literally be put to death for this truth, man. You got to be prepared for that. Some men of the Lord are going to be beheaded. You got to be prepared for that. Right. All right, but at the very least, you know that the Lord, He's going to be with you all the way through. He promised that to us in Matthew the 28th chapter. Okay, but those who are not serving the Lord, they're going to be surprised. They're going to be caught off guard when this time comes. They're going to be caught with their pants down, so to speak. Brother, now get Isaiah 33 and verse 13.
I got a quick precept. I'm going to bring it out.
Yeah, go ahead and bring it out real quick.
St. Luke 12, start at verse, be destroyed for lack of knowledge, man. Okay? You know, and even with men that have oil in their lamp, okay, the Lord could take your oil from you, man. Okay? And leave you destitute of wisdom. So this is St. Luke 20, St. Luke 12. It says, and ye yourselves like it to men that wait for their Lord, Yahweh Shai, when He will return. When He will return from the wedding when he cometh and knocketh, they may open it to him immediately. And here's the point in St. Luke 12 and 37. Blessed are those servants whom the Lord, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahshua, when he cometh, shall find watching. Verily I say unto you, that he shall gird himself and make them to sit down to meat, and will come forth and serve them. All right? You know, he would sup with them. It says in Revelation 3 and 18. Okay? He's not supping with the 2/3. Because they're not watching, because they have not, as Yahushua said, blessed are your eyes that see and your ears that hear.
Right.
All right?
Yep, so you gotta be paying attention, right? Watching and praying that you're kind of worthy to escape all these things. Go and get Isaiah 33,
And what?
13.
Isaiah 33 and 13. Hear ye that are afar off what I have done, and ye that are near acknowledge my might.
Right, so we're preaching to the Israelites here in our local city and throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, this word is going out by way of the internet. All right. Next verse. All right.
The sinners in Zion are afraid. Filthiness has surprised the hypocrites. Who among us shall dwell with a devouring fire? Who among us shall dwell with everlasting burnings?
All right, it says the sinners in Zion are afraid. Fearfulness have surprised the hypocrites. Okay, why? Because they weren't watching. Okay, they weren't taking heed to themselves. Okay, examining themselves daily. That's what you got to be doing. Because the only way that you're going to escape is through righteousness. That's it. All right, the righteousness that comes from faith. All right, and obedience to that faith. Other than that, you're going to be destroyed. All right, keep reading.
He that walketh righteously and speaketh uprightly, he that despiseth the gain of oppression, that shaketh his hands from the holding of bribes, that stoppeth his ears from the hearing of blood, and shutteth his eyes from seeing evil.
Keep reading.
He shall dwell on high. His place of defense shall be the munitions of rocks. Bread shall be given him, his waters shall be sure.
All right, so the hypocrites, they're going to dwell with everlasting fire, right? Okay, but those that are walking righteously, speaking uprightly, that despiseth the gain of oppressions, that shaketh his hand from holding of bribes. You don't have a 501c3 charter. You didn't make a deal with the government, you know, and they tell you what you can and cannot teach. All those things you're doing, you're worshiping the Lord in sincerity and in truth, right? It says, his defense shall be the munitions of rocks. Bread shall be given him. His waters shall be sure. Okay, so when the famine comes, what's going to happen? He's going to eat. Doesn't the Lord say, my servant shall eat, my servant shall drink?
Right.
All right, because that's all a part of the Great Tribulation, Jacob's trouble. Famine, war, disease at an all-time high. All right, those that are serving the Lord, they're going to escape these things. Okay, but the rest too, their mind is too busy on whatever else is going on in the world. They're going to be destroyed in this time, man. All right? Most people, they're not going to make it. That's not going to save you. That's going to get you deleted. That foolishness right there, that's going to get you deleted, man.
It says Ecclesiastes 10:6, folly
It's set a great
is, yep, and the rich sit in a low place. We're sitting in a low place because we don't indulge in the affairs of this life. The affairs of this life includes that shit.
Yep.
There's a prime example, folly.
Let me get a quick precept, if I may.
And by the way, Salaki, before you get that precept,
Yeah.
just want to acknowledge you occupying the common board, brother Aliyah Bahamian, and brother Shakari by Shimon
Hey,
Shabbat.
Shalom, yeah, how about you? Shabbat. Hey, Salaki, the water for that. Yeah, that's your job, man. That's your job, man. Let me get this quick precept. Ezekiel 21:9. Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord, say, a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? All right, what is mirth? Mirth is like a foolishness, joy. All right, there's a time and place for everything. This is not a time to be, indulging in the pleasures of this life. It's a time to be focusing on the Lord, examining yourself. Are you truly in the faith? Have you truly repented? Are you living in a way that's pleasing to Yahweh B'Ashem Yahushua? All right, should we then make mirth? Should we be occupied in foolishness, riding motorcycles down the street, popping wheelies, That's gonna get you deleted.
Drinking.
All that crap, drinking, smoking, doing drugs, selling drugs, riding the cock carousel, being a harlot. All those things are gonna get you deleted, man. 'Cause that's not pleasing unto the Lord. Those things go against the commandments of the Lord. All right, and the wages of sin is death. Let's get that again. Ezekiel 21:10. It says, "It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it make glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree." It says, "And he hath given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, it is furbished to give into the hand of the slayer." All right, who is the slayer? That's talking about Esau, man. Esau is the harbinger of death. Okay, the guy on the red horse, all right, that was given, the guy on the red horse that was given a sword to take peace from the earth. All right, that's the persecution, man. That's just coming down the pipeline. That's the thing about Esau. See, yeah, Esau's gonna come for Jake, but he don't even give a damn about his own people. All right, Esau, he's gonna cause famine and war, and he's gonna destroy a lot of these Edomites. They're gonna die too. All right, so it's not a time of jokes. It's just not a game, man. All right. Okay.
Ecclesiastes 3:1.
Oh, there's more meat on. Let me finish. All right, this is so like Ezekiel 21:12. It says, "Cry and howl, son of man, for it shall be upon my people. It shall be upon all the princes of Yasharallah. Terrors by reason of the sword shall be upon my people. Smite therefore upon thy thigh." All right, so he says terrors by the reason of the sword. Okay, that's what's coming down the pipeline, man. And you go to Jeremiah 15, the Lord, he goes into all kind of different sword judgments that he's getting ready to bring upon the face of the earth. All right? And that's all part of that heavy persecution. Should we then make mirth? Knowing that these things are getting ready to raise up, it's a time to be getting serious. Okay, it's a time to not be playing around, man. All right?
Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 1. It says, "Everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance." All right? Right now you got people one.
Yeah, that's mine.
Tell me which one.
Yeah, it's all good.
Oh,
It's,
yeah.
yeah, it's all good. It's I don't stress it. All right.
So jumping down to Ecclesiastes 3:8, it says, "A time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace." And right now we're clearly in the time of war, man. You got right now, you got Russia, and NATO trading shots at one another. When they say it's Ukraine, firing missiles into Russia, that's really the U.S. and the U.K. using American tactical missiles and UK weapons, firing into Russia. Then also saying that France is involved. Okay, then you have Amalek, the condom hats over there in the Holy Land, drawing other nations out into this conflict. This is prophesied. Okay, because you got Iran, as I mentioned earlier, is going to the defense for Syria, because they're both prophesied to be a part of that great company with Russia in Ezekiel 38:7, man. So everything is happening prophetically. You see, which includes war. See, and so this is not the time, to be immersed in that spirit of folly and mirth all the damn time, man.
Right. That's it. Yep. I got a quick precept. The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 14, and I'm gonna start at verse 13. It says, "Now therefore, set thine house in order, and reprove thy people. Comfort such of them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption. Let go from thee mortal thoughts, and cast away the burdens of man. Put off now the weak nature, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste to flee from these times." Okay, haste means to hurriedly do something quickly, not slow dragging your ass. No, haste to flee from these times, man. Okay, because the day of the Lord is going to come quick, like a thief in the night, when you least expect it. All right, the wrath of Esau is going to come when you least expect it, man. Okay, and we're not scared of this damn devil, but we know it's the Lord doing it. So anybody who's not right with Yahweh Shem Yahushai, they're going to get deleted. All right, continuing on, it says, verse 2nd Ezra 14 and verse 16, "For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen shall be done hereafter." All right, greater evils, man. That's the time of Jacob's trouble, the great tribulation. okay, where 2/3 of our people are going to be wiped off the face of the earth.
That's right.
All right, and in a variety of different of ways, a variety of different methods of torture, destruction. All right, you know, however the Lord wants to get at them, man. So it's not a joke, okay? It's not a joke, nothing to play around with.
I got a precept.
Okay, go ahead and bring it out.
This is Isaiah 34:1.
That don't really apply to them. That don't really apply to them.
I meant 34:2. All right, go ahead.
Go ahead, bring. You already called. Go ahead and bring it out.
Well, if you
Yeah,
don't think it
go
applies, because this
ahead.
talks about all nations.
Go ahead and bring it out.
Okay, this talks about all nations and the Lord's indignation. It says, chapter Isaiah 34:2, for the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed him. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. So this is Isaiah talking about what's going to happen also in the end times too. Because the Lord is gathering all the nations together to pour out his fury and his indignation on the world. Okay, so this isn't just reserved just for one group of people. The Lord says he's going to bring his indignation upon all of the world for what they have done to the daughter of my people, Israel. And who is he talking about? He's talking about the Israelites, the people that were taken into slavery and brought here into the United States of America. Those are the Israelites. And then they were scattered throughout all the world. And the Lord said to the nations, not only am I going to destroy this beast, but I'm going to destroy all the nations that took part in that.
Yep. I got a quick precept. All right, matter of fact, go to Jeremiah 30. All right, okay, you bring yours out first.
Sirach 5:7 says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord, Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. All right, yep. So, you know, scripture said, in the scripture said not to tarry, okay, not to put it off, okay, like like you're going into, not dragging ass, man, not being lackadaisical about it, man, okay, because a lot of Israelites have the mentality of, not prioritizing the day of the Lord, man, not prioritizing serving the Lord, because they don't perceive it to be convenient right now, because what room would there be for Yahweh by Shem Yahushai? You see? So the poor, okay, by way of the curses that are rich in the spirit, as it says in St. James' 2nd chapter, that have been warned by Yahweh by Shem Yahushai to not tarry, man, to not tarry into serving him, man. Because that destruction, okay, is going to come like a thief in the night, man. That's ultimately the vengeance of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, was going to include that persecution during the time of Jacob's trouble. All right, well, the devil's going to seek after all of us, man, mainly the elect of Israel, but as many Israelites as they can. Because Esau has a perpetual hatred toward the descendants of Jacob. All right, so we're out here, we've been sent out here as a prophet of Jerusalem, reincarnated by Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, to issue this warning, okay, to the elect of Israel. That's why we're coming out here to fish for the elect of Israel, because 2/3, okay, are going to die on this side. All right.
Yep. So, hey, brother, Anas, get Jeremiah 30.
Okay.
And go ahead and start at verse. Go ahead and start from the top. Matter of fact.
Jeremiah 30. The word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord said, thus speaketh the Lord Yahweh of Israel, saying, write thee all the words that I have spoken unto thee in a book. For lo, the day come, saith the Lord, that I will bring again the captivity of my people, Israel and Judah, saith the Lord. And I will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their fathers, and they shall possess it.
Yep. Keep reading.
And these are the words that the Lord spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. For thus saith the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness.
All right, so he's saying what? He said, ask him and see. All right, can a man travail with child? Can a man be pregnant and have a baby? He said, for what reason? Why do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman that's getting ready to have a child? All right, keep reading.
Alas, for the day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
Right, it is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. This is that great tribulation that we're talking about. All right, where the persecution is going to be heavy. Okay, keep reading.
For it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off his neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers no more serve themselves of him.
Strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. Talking about Jacob. So we're looking forward to this time because this is going to be our release. All right, you know, it's going to be a release for the elect, but for 2/3 of people, they're going to be destroyed in this time. Okay, but we're looking forward for that freedom, the freedom of the election, and Yahweh Ratchazah will be that number that's chosen to be delivered out of this. All right, but most of the people of the world, they're going to be in mourning during this time. All right, because they're not going to be protected by the Lord.
That's right.
Okay, skip down to verse 10.
Therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith the Lord. Neither be dismayed, O Israel, for lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return, and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid.
Right, and that starts off with the elect, okay? Because only a remnant of Jacob is going to return and be at rest, and none is going to make them afraid. The rest of our people, they got to die here in Babylon the Great, all right? Because of their wickedness, because they've joined into Esau, they joined into this beast system and the ways of this society, so they got to die, all right? They got to be punished for that, man. Okay, so but those are the elect that are doing right, taking heed to this word, you know, keeping their mind occupied in prophecy. Okay, may Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua deliver you in that day. All right, and we're gonna close out. It's gonna be a short camp. Close out with Job 5, verse 17.
This is Job chapter 5 and verse 17. It reads, Behold, happy is a man whom the Most High Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua corrected. Therefore despise not that of chastening of the Almighty Yahweh. For he maketh sore and bindeth up. He woundeth, and his hands make whole. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword.
All right, so in 6 troubles he shall deliver thee. In 7 shall no evil touch thee. 7 is the number of completion. All right, he's going to deliver you from the famine and from the sword. All right.
It says, Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee.
Right, so when all these different plagues the Lord is sending upon the earth, all right, and using Esau, Edom to do it, he's going to protect his elect in that day. All right, and that's protection that we're looking for. But you got to be ready. You got to be on the go. You got to be on the move. All right, to be ready to escape all these things. Okay, and the Lord, he'll send that divine protection to make sure that you make it through. All right.
Verse 24 says, And thou shalt know that thy tabernacle shall be in peace, and thou shalt visit thy habitation, and shalt not sin.
All right, because now you're gonna be, if you make it through, you enter into that new covenant. All right, which is the ending of the story, or really the beginning of the story for us. Okay, the ending of Esau's story. All right, the Lord returning, destroying his kingdom, and the elect being delivered and receiving of those new bodies. All right.
Verse 25 said, Thou shalt know also that thy seed shall be great, and thine offspring as the grass of the earth,
right? Because the earth's gonna be repopulated by those men that are of the elect that escape these things. Like I said, we're gonna be on the move for a while. You may have to run for a bit, but even then, the Lord said, "I would shorten the days for you," because He said, if I did not shorten the days, no flesh would survive. All right, so He says He's gonna shorten the days. Those men of the Lord, they're gonna be on the move on that day.
That's right.
But the Lord is gonna protect them. All right, they're gonna make it through. After the death and destruction covers the earth, all right, those men that survive, they're gonna repopulate. All right, and they're gonna enter into that new covenant with the Lord to never have to face anything like this again. No danger, period. All right. So it's a beautiful thing, but we still got to make it through that last hump, okay? So we have to be prepared for everything that's coming and be sharp in the mind, ready to go, ready to move, and first and foremost, keeping that oil and those white garments that our nakedness be not seen, man, and the righteousness of the saints. And that's ultimately what's going to deliver us. You can store up food, you can get guns and all that kind of stuff. None of those carnal things are going to deliver you in the day of the Lord's wrath, man. All right. So that's pretty much it. We'll close out with that. All right. Hey, so Salakia, if any brothers on the comment board weren't able to get to your precepts, but Yahweh Ratazah, this is edifying. All right, so as always, we want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory unto
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, and double honors to the head apostles / elder bishops of the great millstone who teach and who rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to all you sincere Akim. Keep pushing, keep believing, and keep the faith, regardless of whether they were here, whether they forbear. Until next time, shalom, and abide the ball. All right, shalom.